Do we have sound? Does anybody hear anything? Oh my god. So aggravating. Nope, still no sound. Nothing. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Nope. Just doesn't want audio today. Yes. Nobody likes it. You can hear me? Am I there? Okay, so like my audio is not showing input, yet you guys can hear me. I don't get it. Okay. No, camera's not frozen. I'm just out of shot. My laptop's over there on the bench. Camera's this way because outlets are over there. But you guys can't hear me. Okay. Well, that was dumb. YouTube being YouTube as usual. Anyway, let's get back to it. Ask questions, hang out, whatever. Let's party. And by party, I mean be perfectly responsible adults. All right, where were we at? AC's coming off. So I was getting a swivel. Anyway, still hear me? I'm going to check like 20 times now. So somebody leave a comment if you can hear me. Move this back a little bit too. Give you guys a little bit more of a view. Room with a view. More burnouts. Yes, please. I need tires. Okay, here's what it's at. Swivel. Sweet. All right. This is a situation where we're on the left. That was funny. Oh, I didn't think of that. Ramrod the bolt out until it hits the timing cover. Genius. That's that one. One more at the back. Sweet. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, sir. I can't help but notice that you and I are not in Shelton, Washington at the Ridge. We should probably be there, but this is more fun. It's not more fun than tracking, I'm kidding. Nothing beats racing. What do we got here? All right, so Rick, people just joining, if you're joining, we're just working on the 257, trying to get the AC, maybe the turbo, and the header off today. See how that goes. Just go that way. You can see the bolt right through there. I need more extension. The longest of extensions. You can make me whatever you want. I didn't cancel the stream like I did. I just threw it back up and I'll edit it later. I've actually got 4 of those. By all means, it's more fun that way. My wife can probably hear me yelling upstairs from down here because I'm being so loud. Okay. Look at that. That was almost professional. All right. Got a used Subaru EJ AC compressor. Good price. Hit me up. I've only lost 1 bolt for it, so. All right. I should say it because I said it in the other stream, but welcome back to Days Off. Welcome to Days Off Live. We are messing with the motor. AC's off. Next is the turbo. And we're just hanging out. So feel free to chat, comment, and make me do dumb shit. Yeah, have you heard anything about your Corolla, Rick? Like, has the dealer said anything? Because they've been like super crazy, but I'm really like hoping that it all works out with yours, because people got like screwed with MSRP and stuff. So. Okay, that's done. I should just like work like this all the time with a giant extension. It's more fun. Okay, we're gonna spin this around and turd ski here. I like to drop things. Okay. So a few things to take off before we can get the actual turbo out. Probably have to take off this big thing here. For anybody who doesn't know, gigantic wastegate. So basically, exhaust on a turbo car, instead of being routed out the back of the car, first it comes up to the turbo, which is mounted to the header with a flange. The exhaust gases spin a compressor inside the turbo and create compressed air that goes through an intercooler, gets cooled off, fires in the intake, and it's called boost because it's just charged air that makes the car run hotter, more compression, all that good stuff. Basically, this is a magic wheel that makes your car faster. Anyway, so I'm going to take it off and get a look at the flange and everything and take the manifold off, because I'm not going to use an equal length manifold on a Subaru because it makes it sound like a Civic. And nobody wants that. Oh, so they did promise you MSRP. That's good. They'll be shady. The the minute they detect that there's any way to get that Corolla off your hands, they will. But I hope it works out right. That car, like, it's gonna be a lot of fun for you. So, okay, I think what I'll do first is what do we got here? Got an oil feed. Where's that coolant? That's oh no, that's coolant there. Got an oil feed, oil drain. So oil feed off, oil drain off, wastegate off, turbo off. First coffee. Do, 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 do. Send it to my email. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. Let's do some unturboing. Protection. Oh, it's Allen key size. There's one. So for any, oh, there goes a washer. Damn it. So if you ever watch the show and you wonder what it's like in the shop in between takes and stuff, this is pretty much it. Me dropping washers on the floor, talking to myself, and drinking coffee. That's about it. It's good times. But it's more fun that you guys are here. Okay, so got that off. One separate pad. Any other washer? Zoltan. What's up, Steven? Okay, that guy come off. Is that a Thomas I see? I believe I see a Tommy. Is that a Tommy 2? Hello. What do we got there? Fucking 6 or 5. Apologies for any profane language. If you know me, I have not much of a filter. This is going to be a weird exercise, I know it. Yep. Okay. Oh, what's going on, everybody? I will upload it after. I don't really want to mess with it right now because I have like PTSD now from screwing up my audio. But I will use it. Actually, I guess I could check it on my phone. What is this friggin' size? This is gonna be one of those situations where I'm just like racking my brain trying to find the right size attachment. Cool. Well, I don't know what size it is. This is weird. comes in. So if you like nuts and bolts, look away. But yes, I'm using channel locks to take off an Allen bolt. How's my back look? Honestly, it's just kind of fun. I think I'll do a couple more of these maybe. And let's jam it up pretty good. I think I'll do a couple more of these. I'll probably set up camera and audio and everything a little better, so it's more fun. Okay, that is wastegate. It's got some Bernie in it. It's not bad. It's in tune. That was easy. Okay, next, I have to get some wrenches because these oil lines are pretty tight. Who we got here? SC606. Is that's one of the GT guys. Fuck, why can't I remember? We play Gran Turismo together, I don't remember. Comment. Do things. 14, 16. Oh yeah, that's good and tight. Oh, there's a compression fitting there. I'll just use that. Nope. Double nope. It's gonna be easier to get that. What up, Tim? I should have stopped yesterday and seen you guys. I was just running out to get pizza. That seems to always be my excuse, I guess, but I didn't see the 911 there though. You have a white, right? I think you're driving that. I should say Tim is so he's a local guy that we ran into each other on Instagram, I guess, and just both love 911s. Every time I see you guys out there hanging out, I'm like, fuck, I really wish I could go and do something, but I will stop next time. Have I subscribed? You have a YouTube channel? I did not know. Did you send it to me before? Let's go on my phone. No, do not leave sight. Oh my God. My laptop has a nice touchpad that's very, very sensitive. Timmy Jim. Timmy Jim. Literally the South Park thing. Hold on. Let's see. That is what she said. I'm glad we're on the same level. Okay, where was I? Turbo's coming off. The drain line is just a clamp, so I'm just gonna unclamp it. But I don't know where my forceps are, so channel locks to the rescue once again. Okay, there's that. It's off. I think I'll take that one legitimately from the top. not be a Hulu game on this one. It should be fairly simple. I could also remove this bracket that's in the way. Oh, it's not metric. That is a bummer. Okay, not metric. Should have asked, how is the audio quality? Because I don't actually have I don't have a meter, so. Yeah. Look at Jimmy from South Park. It's pretty good. I guess that's a weird size. Which sounds about right for me. Something I don't usually mess with is Imperial fittings. So that's a 9/16. Might be even a half inch. It's not half inch. Okay. Good thing it wasn't too tight. So what I'm taking off now is the braided hose that is the oil feed for the turbo. As I was saying before, the turbo is boost, but it also has to be lubricated. There is a wheel in there and a bearing, obviously, a whole bunch of bearings actually, that need oil pressure to not completely destroy themselves. So it has an oil feed going in the top, and then it has a oil drain, which is kind of weird on this. Oh no, sorry, this one is a coolant drain. The oil drain is on the bottom. Turbos always need to have the drain pointed like straight down. If you have like any sort of index in it, 45 or whatever, it can cause problems, sloshing and build up and all sorts of bad stuff. A little peaky. All right. Woo. Almost lost her there. All right. Anyway, so yeah, always good to have proper lube. That is also just a fitting or a clamp, so I'm just going to unscrew it. Where is my notes? So the fun part that nobody ever tells you about working on stuff is that you might see a bolt or a fitting or something that is like, oh yeah, I'll just take that off. And then when you go to put it back on, there was a reason that there's steps involved. So shit like this, you gotta be able to kind of identify, like, if I take that off, is it gonna be a hassle to get it all back in? Oh, this oil drain is super loose. Might have to, I don't know, that should come out. Could just unbolt it from the block, but any oil that's in the block will just come shooting out, and I don't want that. I'd rather just deal with the puddle that this will cause. Here we go. It's real tight. Oh, there we go. I can do it. I can't tell if that's just a really loose fitting or if it's like a special swivel style. I'm getting sweaty. There we go. I'm gonna have to switch to water soon. Okay, there's that. Take the clamp out. You can't see, but it's just a rubber hose that I'm messing with down here. That is also what she said. Okay, those are off. That's off. I need to disconnect the inlet pipe. And that pipe is the main air inlet that goes out to like an air filter. Apologies if you're a car person, you know all this shit, but for people that watch it later that might not be, this is why. That fitting is just pressed on. Okay. Boost control is unhooked. 3-port boost controller. Very good part to have. Go back in the bin for now. Oh, hi, Chris. Yes. VI coming my way. You guys will notice that the floor is like my favorite place to put things because no matter what, I can place something on a bench and it will just fall off. Chris is in Alberta right now. Box 6'9". Chris is in Alberta right now, guys. He's being a Samaritan and a half, fighting the forest fires over there. So nice work, sir. That's what I need. Also, where are we at? We're at 5, 6. Just checking the aperture on the old camera there. Make sure we're still good. I'm gonna bring up. You guys get classic Chrome because I love you all. Setting fires. Yeah, he's. Did you change your. Steven, I thought you had like a different screen name. I'm confused. Anyway. I thought that was one of the other Chan clan on there for a second. All right, making sure that the bolts that hold this to the block are metric and not imperial. Bring out the ratcheting boys for this one. Probably 14. Probably, I say probably, but you never know. I think that's a stud. So realistically, everything on this engine should be fairly free and clear of not being seized on or any of that, because this whole build only has 4,000 K on it until the car might its untimely end with a ditch. Actually, I think those simple brackets will be easier. So, taking all this stuff off, I should not have too bad of a time. Oh, he's got the Starbucks in his cup holder. Attaboy. One turbo bolt. Who's that? Okay. Bolting stuff is fun. So what's everybody doing? Yeah, big shout out to Danny at the Salvage Guys. That's motor number 2 from him. And motor number 1 is doing just fine, except for the fact that I keep killing batteries on the Mustang. I don't know why. I had to jump start it this morning to get it out of the way. For you guys to see these shenanigans. What's everybody doing for Maylong? Let me know. I should just get it. Oh, there we go. She's coming loose. Exposure keeps doing weird things. I have that set to auto, I guess. Let me fix that for you, because I can actually do that. Audio used to be my thing. And now cameras are. Which is probably why I had audio issue today. All right, one more bolt. I think I got to get that one with a ratchet. I might have to take this coolant line off the non-fun way. There's no way I'm getting that out of there. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that clamp as well. B-Day party tonight. To be discussed next 2 days. Wishing you're at the Ridge. Oh, buddy. For those of you that don't know Rick, and I've been friends for how many? I can't remember when we first met. It was probably at the track, but Rick's got a Cobalt, and I've probably told this story before because I have actual video evidence of him walking me in a roll race because I always put it in fourth. I should really put it in third. That's my excuse. But Rick's Cobalt is fucking fast. Corey's Cobalt is fast too when it's actually running, but it never runs. So does that count for anything? I don't know. Rematch for sure. You know what I was thinking yesterday is they should really do like grudge night or something at Mission Raceway because street legals they're always doing import, domestic, and then like sport bikes, and then I think it's an outlaw class or something where you got to have like 275 like radials or whatever and up. I can't remember, but they should really just do a night where you can like just go to your buddy and be like, we're gonna race and do it like legitimately so that we don't like go on the highway and go to Mexico. Sorry, Chris. Now he's got evidence. We're done, guys. Okay, that is off. Yeah, you did get me. Big time. That was a fun trip, because that was like... that was a fun trip that we took when we did that little roll, because there was like 4 or 5 of us all together. That was fun. I burned like, I don't know, 3/4 of a tank of gas getting to Princeton. Oh, you can't? Can you go domestic though? Because I've seen. Sorry, take my breath there. I've seen like sport compact domestics in import class because they're like a 4-cylinder turbo or like supercharged. So the tech guys are weird there. I don't know. I think if it doesn't have a V8 or like a turbo V6, they instantly call it like Spocom. So I don't know. Is everything off? I think we're free and clear. I think. Should just pop off now. We have wiggle. Wiggle and jiggle. I think it's caught on the, yeah, okay, so the inlet hose is real tight on these guys. And yeah, I'm gonna need to remedy that. Where did needle nose? Also, guys, if you would like, it'd be very cool if you take the link for this whole deal and like throw it on your Facebook or your Instagram or something and tag me. So. Yeah, like it's strange. They always, it always seems to be at Mission. We're talking about drag racing at Mission, by the way, the classes. Anyway, they always seem to run it as like a whatever the fuck the tech guy thinks kind of thing. So who knows? Okay. They use like so they're using like on this motor, all the connections. They used like polished. This looks like it's polished aluminum, just like pipe. I can't get that out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so like it's just for all these like silicone hoses and stuff because it's got like Perrin silicone hoses. They just took like sections of aluminum and they're just clamping it to that, which is okay, but like under high pressure, you actually need like a bead around the end of any like hose connection that you have. Like if this were an intercooler hose, like that would even clamp, that would come right off. But this is, obviously way too small to actually be an intercooler hose fitting. Anyway. Okay, so I had to take this off. This is actually what feeds having a brain fart. This goes to the intercooler off the main air inlet hose. It's like the resonator pipe or whatever. And so that was stopping me from pulling the inlet back to pull the turbo off. Oh shit, Chris left. Bye, Chris. See if I can get it. Yeah, the turbo's nice and loose. I really think that. See what I mean? Aluminum couplers. Which is actually, if you have aluminum pipe sitting around, that's an easy alternative to like buying actual couplings and shit. That doesn't want to come free. I don't want to gack the housing. I'm missing something here, guys. This is wanting to. Oh, there's a bolt there. Duh. There is a bolt underneath the feed line. That's why I'm like, why is it still tight? Because I didn't get it. Because I'm stupid. What time are we at? Just over half hour? This one will be tricky. There is not even really room to get a socket in there. This is 14. Turn to the trusty wobble. These are key for getting into tight spaces. Oh, who we got here? Who's still hanging? That's not going to fit. This will be a challenge. Yeah. This is going to suck. All right, so can we even see? So down right under the compressor wheel here, there's one nut on a stud that is like super tight to the flange that the turbo's sitting on, and like even a thin walled socket won't get past it. So this will not be a glorious extraction. Let me see here. That's that. Ooh, I'm gonna get stubby. Sometimes you just need a stubbers. Steven, comment. Hey, Jamie's here. What's up?
Hi.
Jamie, we're now working on the Subaru stuff, so here you go. What was I saying? Steven, how do you feel about a 257 going in the JDM WRX Impreza STI thingy? For those of you who don't know my buddy Steven, he is a good friend of mine from my days at Porsche, and we have luckily, very luckily for me, stayed friends because he's a good dude. Jamie, also really good dude. And Steven used to have a really wicked GC8 in white. I believe you imported it. I think you imported it anyways. But it was back in the day, I think, when you could get one for like $5,000, not like 20. So when I got the GC8, I was a big proprietor of the 207 being the motor to have, 8,000 RPM, all that good stuff. And then of course this came along and I was like, 300 to 400-ish horsepower. No brainer. Guys, I don't think I'm getting this bolt out. That is a conundrum. Like that's in there. How can I do this? Get creative here. Time for the impact gun. I mean, time for just some sort of impact. Jesus. I wish I could show you guys this. This is insane. Actually, I might be able to. Let's see if I can get you closer. Hold on one sec. Beauty of having an adjustable tripod here. Bring you right down to the action. I'm going to take you off your glorious mount here for a second to show you what I'm dealing with. So right in there, that's the bolt I'm trying to get at. And as you can see, my socket is already ramrodded in there and will not come out. There's no space below the coolant line to get anything in there. And I can't even get a wrench in between the oil feed. So that's fun. Anyway, so let's struggle a little more for a bit here. Get you back up to your height. Everybody good with that height? Anyway. All right. Ugga dugga. Well, maybe one or two. I don't know. That is almost like one of those weird offset wrench sort of dealios. It's actually almost a make your own tool sort of situation. I really don't want to do. I wonder if I can get this coolant one off. Probably not. If I can get the feed for the coolant off, then I should be able to get it out, but it's just really tight. I don't even think a wrench has enough space to get in there. Nope. So like I can barely get. Ugga duggos. Give me a hold on. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you being like that? I got a smaller 17 that might do the trick. Also, just might not even be the right size. No, it's not gonna lie. Larger. Oh, this might do it. Oh, yeah. Victory. Thanks, Rick. You are the man. Am I going to have to take the actual AN fitting out too? I sure hope not. Okay, so that's the fitting that I was having trouble getting past. So we'll throw that back for now. And going back to trying the... I have some clearance for this to get into the old socket. And when I I say suck it, I mean suck it. Oh shit, I might have got it. Let's see how we do. I can guarantee you this is gonna suck to get back on. That's what she said. Oh, I got it. Nice. I love it when a plan doesn't come together and then comes together and then doesn't come together and then the bolt comes off. As our man G.A. Brackus would say. All right. Okay, guys, turbo's coming off. And I'll check the flange out, and then we're going to flip the motor over and take the header off and probably call it good. Okay. Oh, yeah, free and clear. Okay. I think I can leave the intercooler bracket on. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Let's drop every washer we can off of that. That's how you do it. Cool. Got a nice big Garrett. I don't have a number on it. Where is the stamp? Under there. Yeah, I can't really make that out. Garrett Japan, though. That's a nice looking turbo. I like it. Compressor. I don't like that. Spins all right. There is probably, I can't tell if that's fore and aft. What I'm doing now is I'm checking for shaft play in the compressor wheel, which is always something you want to do. Because if this thing moves any little bit side to side, these fins, as soon as this thing starts spooling, are just going to eat themselves on the inside of the housing and completely destroy the rest of your turbo. And that will in turn send metal shavings through your intake, into the intercooler, into your throttle body, into your motor. Kaput. Not good. I mean, for the most part. I mean, there's guys that blow turbos and have, wheels eat themselves and shit, and the motor's been fine. They change oil and stuff, but, catastrophically, that could happen. But this one feels okay. I mean, this thing shouldn't have any issues. It's, I think it's like a year old. But no, it feels all right. So there we go. Turbo's off. That's the flange we're dealing with. It looks like it's got a weird adapter on the... No, it's Killer B. Okay. No, looks good. Cool. Turbo off. Turbo on, turbo off. I'm gonna take the. Oh, somebody's here. Y'all hear my dogs barking? Okay. I'm gonna make sure nothing's gonna come flying off the engine, and then I'm gonna flip it over. Coffee. Cold coffee by now. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I gotta say, compared to the Porsche Flat 6, this thing is super light. Make sure that there's no coolant in the reservoir, because that would suck. Anyway. Take that off. When I had the Porsche motor on the stand and I flipped it over to do the exhaust, I still had power steering fluid in the reservoir was empty, but the neck was off, and there was still a bunch in the pump itself. So when I tilted it over, power steering fluid just went fucking everywhere. It was brutal. And that stuff's not fun to get off my floor. So here we go. Licking over. Something fell off. Oh, it's the wastegate bolt. No fluids coming out, that's good. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Hole's kind of hard to line up the pin on sometimes. Okay, header bolts. 14, I got 6 of them. O2 sensors got to come off. That should be it. And this equal-length header is going to be for sale, because I'm not going to use it. Why? As I said, I don't like the sound of it. Okay, so first I'll do is O2 sensors going to come off. Bottom of this photo is pretty good. I'm a little worried that there's residue on the oil pan, but yeah, that was finger tight, so that's probably why. A little sweaty after a few running miles. Where are we at here? That is what I need. Okay, so that's 14. Need some cutters. Some cutters or some dikes, as people from California call them. Big old wrench. I guess it's 19. Nope, it's way bigger. Nope. Okay, this. Aha. O2 sensor. That came off pretty nicely, actually. Even when they're new, they're still a bitch. This one is pretty good. Let me check the O2 sensor. Yeah, it's going to be good. My hope is that the GC8 is going to get down to about 2,300 to 2,500 pounds. I'm still going back and forth if I want to do like fully stripped out sort of race car deal or kind of like a half RS style, interior, like a half cage sort of deal. I'd like to get some weight out of it and, combined with this, making so much power, like it's going to be an absolute rocket ship. Like I'm hoping not to kick the Mustang in the nuts, but I'm hoping that it shit kicks the Mustang because that would just be hilarious. I mean, it's already like, I don't know, it's already a quick car for 280-ish horsepower and, being 99, so 24 years old. 24 years old? Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, am I doing math right? My brain's not working. 19. There we go. Now I got the number right. All right. Exhaust is coming off. Who's still with us? Who's still with us? What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm being dumb. If you have power tools, use them. Make life easier. All right. be interesting. I'll wait for that. I do. Look at that. Once more, the swivel socket coming in handy. And I'm going to need a short wall. Will it fit over the stud? Is the question. Nope. You don't want to go. Closing in on an hour. Once this is off, we'll probably call it. Next time, I will definitely have all the audio situation figured out. This was just kind of a good, a good first foray into figuring out the whole live stream dealio. There we go. Okay. That's tight. Here is this guy. So what can happen when you've got stainless headers like this, and they're new, and you put it on a motor and it's heat cycled, they can expand and contract, and what can happen is they can go tight to your studs, but maybe when it was brand new, it just fell right on the motor, or fell right on the studs, sorry. So sometimes coming back off can be a little tighter than going on, but there it is. That is the Killer Bee equal length exhaust runner turbo header, manifold, whatever you want to call it. Subaru engines are known for their 4-cylinder rumbly sound. These things basically get rid of that, because what happens is all these runners are the same length, so the pulses come through the exhaust in unison instead of at different times, because I believe I'd have to look at the 207 on the GCA right now, but we'll have one short one that comes out to the main pipe, and then the main comes off and loops around on this side, instead of it just being this nice equal Y. The other thing that I'll have to make sure is, if I get an unequal length, what I am going to, is that I'll clear this oil pan. This is a Killer Bee baffled oil pan, which is what you want to prevent oil sloshing back and forth and starvation from the pickup. There is an oil pickup in here that is obviously fed from the that feeds the oil pump and feeds oil to the entire motor. And so the baffles in here keep oil on that pickup the entire time. It's also got a really good windage train stuff to stop foaming and sloshing with the crank, which can also rob you horsepower, can cause damage, premature wear. Anyway, so hopefully whatever I get will clear that. But this thing is going on Marketplace because I don't want it. So what's gonna go to the bin? My bin is different than Mighty Carmon's bin, don't worry. Now I'm seeing something here that I'm not too stoked on, and that is oil under this valve cover, which I did not see before. So hopefully that's, that's a little concerning. These are gasketed, they're not just RTV. And usually they don't leak from the bottom of the valve cover, they leak from the, there's what's called half moons on the back of the head here. These are what usually crack and leak, and they're not seated right. I actually did them on that 04 STI that I had in car, which was not fun. But I mean, the half moons seem okay. These are brand new heads. Boost Barn rebuilt these heads for Danny to get the motor in ship shape to sell, which is one of the main reasons that I bought it. Comes from Danny. He's not going to sell something that you can't put in your car and make run without issues. And B, Boost Barn had their hands on it, and they are the premier Subaru tuning shop around here. They know everything. If they've had their hands on what you've got a good product. So And I actually reached out to them by email last week. I think I missed them before they took off for the long weekend, but I want to start talking to them about getting a standalone and a harness made for this, what's involved with it. Because the way I want to do this, I think, at least the one thing I know I have figured out is that I want to have a standalone ECU. I want to have a harness so that straight up like a Holley system on a LS, you can just take the motor, take the harness, and make it run anywhere. Because you never know, like, the car is going to be fast. And, you know, I consider myself to be a decent driver, but if something were to ever happen and I wreck the car or something like that, or, you know, the chassis twisters, I don't know, anything can happen, including this gasket not coming off. You know, if something happens to the car, I just want to be able to pull the motor and trans out all the wiring and just throw in something else, make it run. So kind of the rough idea with the powertrain anyway. Okay, this gasket free. Sweet. Don't want those falling off. I will keep the gaskets because I will be able to reuse those. Same style header. Okay. All right, guys, we're an hour. 4 of you in here? Who's still here? Ask me anything. Cheers. I think it's got like a light glaze of oil on it. It's a little concerning. So I'm just going to clean up the ports on the exhaust, tape them up so that no foreign entities enter my nice 257. Might as well clean up the can while we're at it. Okay. I think this oil filter was actually kind of loose too. Yesterday I was moving the motor and I grabbed it and it was like, anyway. Don't worry about shooting brake cleaner down here at the exhaust port. It will just evaporate. Even the ports on this thing are like, they look immaculate. I think this is going to be a really good motor. What do I got? I'm going to go with, I got the blue over there. It's going to go with yellow or green, but blue is better. Got no nails. No nails because safety gloves. All right. Still a bit of grease on this side, so I'll probably spend some time. I might pressure wash this thing. I don't know. We'll see. It's not vital. It's pretty clean. So, any plans long term or short or long term for the GTI? Well, right now it's in the garage because I just parked it here to drive the 911 overnight. Really, the plan is with it. I'm just gonna use it as a daily, really. I mean, it looks great. The wheels are awesome. It's got good tires on it. I can track it. I might throw some pads at it and get like SRF in it or something just to try and throw it around Mission once or twice. I mean, it's a really fun car on the street. But I don't really plan on messing with it too much, just because it's, I kind of bought it because my idea of what I wanted to drive every day, that fit it really well. It's comfortable. It's got good audio. I just really like the way the car is as is. And it's kind of the first time I've really ever said that and actually been really sold on it. So I don't really want to fuck with it too much. It's just really good fun, and it serves me well for a daily driver. It's absolutely perfect. I could lower it a little bit. That would be really easy, and you can actually get a lot of mods from VW, but I've got a Mustang, a GC8, and a 911 that I'm screwing with all the time, so I should probably just leave one of them as is. So that's kind of the rough plan. So you might actually see it at the track one of these days, Rick. But for now, it's just daily status. That's it. I really love the car as is. All right, going back over. Header is off. So jamming lines into my. Whoops. I should go the other way. There we go. Okay. A little bit of coolant came out. That's fine. Okay. The hell was that? These are all O2 wires, I believe. Cobb actually labels them, which is nice. Oh no, these are TGVs. But this car does not have TGV. It's got TGV delete. O2 sensor, there we go. Okay, so hose here, hose there. It's all good. Okay. I look great. Well, thank you. I do ride a bicycle periodically. Anyway, just gonna put that back, tighten it up. What is coming out of where? Is that, that's power steering fluid, I think. I hope. What is running down this and why? Yeah, it's power steering fluid for sure. Okie doke. Clean that up. So we got the AC off, we got the turbo off. And the exhaust manifold, or header, whatever you want to call it, equal-length header. And that was kind of really all I had planned for this right now. I'm going to throw that header on Marketplace. And I got a little bit clear vision of single lines and stuff to look at. And as well, I believe that I have to start measuring for where I can put the power steering reservoir on the car. If I can reuse the GC8 when I just relocate with some remote lines. And then I've actually got that big TL wastegate. Where this sits on the car, where it sits on the motorboat here. On the car, because JDM car, the brake master cylinder actually is right where this sits. So what I'm thinking is there might actually be enough room that I can just clock it up a little bit on like a little tiny V-banded pipe, or I believe I can just run a pipe straight off the turbo and put this like down low somewhere under the car in the tunnel, or even like somewhere up front. So there's that to figure out. There's a few other little measurements to figure out. But the big thing with this motor is going to be wiring and controlling it. So it's an old school 207 in that car. So it's cable operated throttle. It's got a distributor. It's got plug wires. Whereas this is ECU controlled ignition. So it's got coil packs. There's no spark plug wires or anything. It's just plugged on coil. And this is an E-throttle. And the funny thing is the cable for the E-throttle actually comes down and contacts the intercooler inlet pipe, which is really strange to me. So I got to figure out if I can switch this like over so that it's upside down, which I don't really think I can because the throttle position sensor is going to be in the way. Or honestly, what I would like to do is just take the cable throttle from the GC8 and run it on here with a position sensor, because it might just be better for clearance and everything. So, but that's all stuff to figure out going down the road. This is going to be a slow process, and we can do it right. Slow meaning I have till October because I have plans to actually drive the car then. So I might have now just shot myself in the foot by saying that, but we'll see. Anyway. All right, guys. For the people that are maybe watching this later, please hit that subscribe button, do all that fun stuff, guys, that were hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. This was really fun. I am going to call it here. I think an hour is good. Probably sick of hearing my voice by now, but yeah, this should be a really cool project. And I honestly think that I'll try a couple more live streams when we're doing stuff. I think it'd be really fun. Make sure that you share it on your social media, do all that good stuff. No pressure to come back. This is just all in good fun. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it here. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you out here next time. Appreciate you stopping by the shop. Have a good one. See you on the road.